I think this is the only place on the internet that's Let's Go Health is, where you can go to one spot and get personal help to find all the programs that could give you free money to solve any financial problem you have. Now, almost all any financial problem. But that's what I do. I've been studying these programs for 50 years, probably 40 some. I lose count at my age. And now with Let's Go Help, all you have to do is tell me what you have problems with, what you have financial problems with. And then I show you programs that have been put into place by government to give you money and help to solve those problems. But see, you never find them in Google because they don't charge money. The things you find in Google are people going to charge you money for this. And this is all money programs from government agencies or nonprofit organizations. So let me give you an example. Yesterday, I was answering a question from a member, Jacqueline. She says, my car has cost me more money on repairs. It's ridiculous. I have a mobile business and I need my car. I don't want to put any money into this car. I need a bigger vehicle anyway to fit merchandise, tables, a tent, etc. Please suggest where I can apply for a business grant to not only purchase a vehicle, but to invest in my business. I live in Florida, which is part of Broward County. I also need to move to a bigger place because I was chosen to help my 15-year-old grandson. I had to move from my senior citizen location. She's 70. Wow, good for her. Because they don't allow children under 18 years age. I reached out to several affordable housing locations to no avail. They either have a long waiting list, or they're not affordable, or they want to see an eviction notice. I'm 70 years old, and my health situations going on, and I'm 70 years not old with health situations going on. I'd say I am still healing a lot from a fall, which I fractured my ankle in 2 places. I may have to do some remote work to supplement income until I get a grant money to assist in my business. Do you have any suggestions? So it really boils down to she needs a car, she needs money to grow her business, she needs housing, and she needs help with healthcare, right? So that's a lot, yeah, and that can be a lot yet. But if you start looking for that on Google, answers for that, it's going to take you forever, particularly if you're looking for free help. The help you'll find are people want to charge you money on Google because people on Google spend money to charge you. So that means if they're giving Google money to find you and they find you, they have to pay Google. So that means they have to get money from you. So, but Let's Go Help is not that. I show you all the resources I send you are for free sources. Now, I see some of the other members are helping her too, besides me. See, that's another thing. Not only you get me to help you, you get other people to help you who are members and know something. So I have a report that I give that I put a lot of, because I get stock answers. And I call it the Meta Grants Report for this year. And that shows you what is a starting place. Now, these are, there's about 30 sources in here, or not really sources. There's about 300 sources in here, but they group by program, or by issue. So like here, she had a car problem. Okay, so I tell her to go to this report in the Mega Grant program for cars. So where is it? It's number 12. And I tell that in a thing. And so in there, she can find all the programs in the government and nonprofit organizations that offer free cars or free car repair thing. Also, she wants to do, let's see, she's a senior. So I tell her to go to item number 17 in the Meta Grants, because that is a place that describes wherever you live, there's an office that helps you as a senior to get money and help to solve any problems. And senior sort of starts like at 55 or 60. So it depends on the agency. But that's what we have. See, the government spent billions of dollars on this over the years, and they're there, and people still don't know. So what's neat about them, see, these kind of people to find to help, they solve problems like hers all the time. So they've been through, through this deal lots and lots of times with lots of other people. So they're most likely to hear about sources or no sources, and where to go to get that help. That's what you need. You can't go, just searching Google and hope to get the magic application. No, you got to get the people, because they know it's too complicated out there to do it that way. You have to get people who know that stuff to tell you where is the best application. Okay. Now for housing. So she needs a new housing. Okay. I tell her to go to item number 14 in the meta grants report, because item number 14 there takes you step by step through the process of getting housing. Okay. And the first four, I tell her to first contact the first four offices in item number 14, because the whole report has probably hundreds of possibilities to buy houses, fix up houses, and everything. But the first four are places that are nonprofit organizations that know about most of these programs and could take you step by step through the process. So I suggest her the first four offices in item number 14 on the report is what you want to do. And they'll assist you and help you with housing issues. Now, some of these people are good, some of them are bad. It's like that. But their job is to do that. How well they do it? Well, I don't do my job well all the time either. So that's it. Okay. The car is really number 10. For help with their business, for getting money for help with a business car. See, she can not only get there are programs that give you a free car, programs that fix up your car for free too. But because it's for business, she may be able to get a grant for her business car because it's for business. And other money programs, grants or low interest loans and things like that. But there's so many. You just don't start that way. If you haven't been looking for grants or have done this before, it's best to start with the people who know all this stuff. And that's what I tell her to go to item number 11. 11A. There's about 7, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And so you work down the list, because A is really all the people where she lives that helps you for free to think through your problem and where to get money to do it, if there's another way or whatever. Instead of just grabbing and trying to find an application that you could fill out, you don't know if that's the best one or not. These people have helped people fill out applications all the time. So you need help finding the right application to fill out. That's what you need, or think through the problem. There may be another way to solve your problem without that. Okay, so that's what she has to. Now she's going to have a grandchild living with her. What is she going to do? Well, I have a report that shows you all the money programs, because now you have a child. Anywhere from the local the new Biden programs that give her, probably up to $12,000 a year, because of the child, and then also other things that, free tutoring for the child and all these kinds of things. There's such an array of stuff, daycare for the child, everything. So all that is available in that item. Let's see what else. Oh, I see. She also won our our grant. So she won $1,000 grant. I didn't even realize that when I looked at. So oh my goodness! Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that. Congratulations, Karen. Person Hands has also helped her with that. See, not only me help her, Karen and the other researchers that do this. And help people. And look, besides getting the help to find, government grants, we have a grant that we give out every month, $30,000 worth, and it's in increments of $1,000 or $500, and we choose 50 members, and you can only win once, and to apply, and we choose 50 people, and we have a panel that chooses the best 50 who seem to need it the most to help them. So that's interesting. She got that. So look, besides my help, what the hell is that? She also got money. And that's why I think there's no other place on the internet that does something like this. There's no other place that I've run into that knows as much about government grants, and government grants for the individual, government grants for the small business. I mean, you want to You want to get $1 billion. That's not me. I used to do that. I used to help Fortune 500 companies get all this money. Now I want to help the average person. And the average person does not need a grant writer. I mean, maybe they would, but the chances are very slim. So don't worry about getting a grant writer, and don't worry about filling out applications. Worry about where you're going to find the right application. That's the issue. And that's why, even if you don't want to be a member, because that's $20 a month, and that's difficult, and that's at Let's Go Help. And that's here's the to subscribe. You go to letsgohelp.com, and we have our St. Patrick's Day grant coming up on March 4th. You have to apply by then. And then if you don't like Facebook because it's on Facebook, we have Let's Go Help 2, and that's letsgohelp2.co. So we do the same service there. And actually, if you belong to one, you really belong to two. We give you access to both. So you don't have to join two if you like one or the other. You already, or if you don't want to subscribe to anything, then you could go to Let's Go Reports, where we have the reports. Like I told you about, I forgot to tell you, she wanted healthcare too. So we have all the sources of free healthcare and nonprofits that pay for living expenses while you're recovering from a healthcare problem. That's what I answered in her too. I forgot to cover them. But you could get we sell these lists for every state. We've compiled those, just like the meta reports. We pile separate ones for every state. So you have just your state to get all the money and help to, pay your bills or start a business or a nonprofit, healthcare, dental care, real estate, all that stuff. So that way you don't have to, get married to me with a subscription. That's just $5.95. So, like I say, I'm having the most fun of my life. I can't wait to do more. And I wake up every morning trying to help people with questions looking for money. I feel I've been studying these programs for 30, 40 years. I've written 100 books on the subject, and I don't want to leave this this party without letting people know as much as I can about the help that's out there. It's going to be out there whether you use it or not. To me, it's sort of like oil in the ground. If you don't dig it out, man, it's just going to stay there, and you'll never hear about it. Because, see, the people tell you about stuff are the people that have to make money from you. So they want to sell you this stuff. And that's why even the money, if we make extra money, this is what we do. We give it away in grants, to people, to members. So this is not to be the biggest whatever in America. This is just to educate people in America about the programs that you are eligible for just because you live here. And if we make extra money, we don't need yachts and all that kind of stuff. We'll give it back to you. So I look forward to it. And I figure I got about 10, 15 more years left. Okay.